Hello, AMS.
I'm Ravenrod.
I'm Brianna Rickett.
And welcome to our news.
Now, today we have benchmarks going on, so please be quiet in the hallway. No one can work with noise. Also, we have a special interview for you with Miss Gentry about the issues of gambling.
I'm Mackenzie Stalkup, and I'm here with our counselor, Miss Gentry, to talk about the gambling Instagram contest. So question number 1, what does this contest encourage?
It encourages students to investigate the different types of gambling. As you notice, we've just opened a new casino out at near the Murphy area, and we have a lot of people who are interested in it, and I want the students to know what it's all about, know the harms of it, know the differences between recreational gambling and proper gambling, and be sure that they're prepared when they are old enough to go into that gambling world. They know what to expect.
So question number 2, has anyone submitted anything?
Not yet. We did have a due date, which was today. I haven't received any submissions yet, but I'm extending it to Friday. This Friday, I want your submissions. And if you see these posters around campus, it's explaining what the rules of the contest is. You post a photo to your Instagram page that represents either safe gambling, harms of gambling, types of gambling, or history of gambling. It doesn't have to be all of those, you just pick one. The winning photo will be chosen by AMS staff and will receive a super sweet prize that I can't tell you about. The photo can have a serious edge or a comical edge. It can be funny, it can be for laughs. This can be one person or a group win. You use the 2 hashtags, which is AMS Smart Gambling and hashtag Keep Your Benjamins. All this information is on the posters surrounded on campus, and you screenshot your Instagram post and then email it to me, and then we'll make a decision on Friday if you win.
So about that prize, when are we going to find out about it?
You will find out about the prize once we pick the winners, and we will announce to the entire school what those winners received and post their picture on our Facebook page.
Well, I think that's about it, so thank you for coming in and answering our questions.
Next up for today is that our track meet from yesterday got moved to tomorrow. And since it's a conference meet, let's wish all our track team good luck. And next up, we have an interview with Miss West about the virtual headset.
So, Miss West, how far has VR gone in your classroom?
Well, we haven't gone very far yet, but before spring break, students in my classroom got to choose a destination that they wanted to go on their imagination for spring break. And then after spring break, they actually took the VR goggles and got to go to that destination without leaving the classroom. So it's pretty cool.
Cool. How do you think it will affect learning?
I think it'll make learning a lot more engaging because students are not just on their Chromebooks all day. Some people are getting a little tired of that. It used to be paper and pencil, but now it's Chromebook, and if you do the same thing day in and day out, it gets tiring. So VR just adds another element to learning.
Do you think VR learning is a gimmick?
I don't think so. I think we get to go to the Great Barrier Reef without actually leaving the classroom. That's pretty cool because before, all you had to do is watch a video about it, go on Discovery Ed, or just look at a picture. But with VR, you actually get to go. You can actually go and move around, and you've probably seen my students in the hallway, and they actually are diving down into the Barrier Reef, or they can go to really any place on the planet if they want to. Pretty cool.
Do you think it can be more than games and more about learning?
Absolutely. One thing that I haven't actually shown my students yet is that you can go to most colleges and universities and take an actual tour on virtual reality. I think that's pretty neat because I want my students to know that the classroom is just 4 walls, but with virtual reality you can go anywhere and experience most things. So I think that's kind of neat. We want to be able to go to different colleges that they're interested in.
What do you need to know before buying a VR headset?
Well, you have to have a cell phone, and it has to have a couple of different things on it. Of course, flip phones don't work. It has to be a smartphone, but the smartphone has to have a gyroscope in it, so not just any smartphone will work. Some of my students that have an Android device will not work, so it has to have that in it, and they have to be able to obviously go on the Wi-Fi because we download certain apps from the Wi-Fi.
How could this change the school?
I think that the possibilities are endless, really, because I would love for students to be able to create apps one day, for them to use for the virtual reality. Right now we're using a lot of the Google apps. We're doing Google Cardboard, Google Expeditions, where I or another student is basically showing them where to go, and they have to look for an orange circle. And when they find the orange circle, then we talk about different things there. Like I have a script on my phone that I can talk to them, and then they can look for those things. But eventually I would love for them to download something that they're interested in and have other students to use.
What is the most challenging thing about VR?
The most challenging thing is probably having all devices on the Wi-Fi at once and having the Wi-Fi to continue to work. That has been an issue with virtual reality. Also, making sure that everybody that has a headset, as you can see, this is the cardboard viewer. It's pretty small. This is the plastic one. This is the one that I actually got with my grant, so it's a complete headset. But having a partner, because everybody wants to try the VR headsets on at the same time, so making sure that everybody has a partner that will take turns has been a challenge too, but that's something that we work out in the class, so it's not too bad.
How does it work?
Okay, so if you'll hold the phones for a minute. Okay, so in the plastic headset, you have this little part right here on the right side that you can just slide in and out pretty easy. You just put your device inside, and there's a little slide here that you can go back and forth, so it really fits almost any size phone. And you just put the phone, and I'll just do one of the phones that I got with our grant, and you just slide it in here and it'll stay in the clip. And see, this phone is much smaller than my personal phone, and you just put it in here just like so, and you go obviously to the app or whatever virtual reality program that you're working on first, and then you just slap it in here and you put the headset on, and again you can see it, and it looks pretty crazy. The first time that I did this was at a workshop, and I didn't really know what on earth to expect, but it was pretty cool because I was watching other people before I did it, and everybody's going in like this and walking around and doing this number, so it was pretty cool to watch everybody and realize that I was going to look just as crazy as them. But you obviously have to go to your app before you put the headset on, so you know where you're going. But we have different games and different apps that are already downloaded on the phones, my personal phone, and phones that I have in my classroom. And then the students in my classroom will get on Wi-Fi, and they also have downloaded certain apps that we've used.
Is it worth buying?
I think so. These devices are pretty inexpensive. I bought the cardboard boxes, and this is not the Google cardboard, just because I think you're paying for the name Google. Those are a little bit more expensive. But the cardboard boxes I bought with my own money. That was about $11 for each device. It took about 2 or 3 minutes to put together. My students actually put those together. The instructions are pretty good. And I honestly like these just as well as the plastic ones. These were not the most expensive plastic VR boxes, but I read a lot of the reviews on Amazon, and this seemed to be the best bang for the buck, and they were about $25 a piece, and I have 10 of these.
What is your favorite thing about VR?
Favorite thing about VR, I just think how creative students can be. They're right now, like I said, they're using apps that are already made, but I think right now their imagination is spinning in their heads, saying, okay, what else can I do? How can I take this to the next level? So I'm really curious, and I'm really excited about how students are trying to take this to the next level, because I'm really letting them explore this right now, and letting I'm not really doing a lot of teaching with this. They're teaching themselves, which that's very exciting to me. So I'm excited for the future of VR.
Well, thank you for being here and doing this interview with us. And back to...
But that's all for today.
Goodbye, AMS.